All right, welcome everybody. Hey everyone. No intro music today. We're just gonna go in raw. Every man's dream. But here to go in raw, we're gonna talk about the dumpster fire. Well, it wasn't really a dumpster fire for me because I kind of knew we were ass, and it's just just hey, welcome back, everybody. We suck.
Uh,
Uh, but here to
yeah.
break it down, I'm actually the one that managed to watch the game live on my cell phone, and I want all of those 90 minutes back because every time I sit here and decide, hey, why don't I watch Juve play? I get reminded of why I don't like watching them play and rather watch the highlights because holy hell, that was abysmal. Tudor
Speaking
got
of the
out.
highlights, we got to talk about the highlights because you're talking about abysmal.
There was
Today's
nothing on the highlights.
highlights,
There's
2
nothing on
minutes,
there.
2 minutes and 22 seconds. The outro screen is 20 seconds on a YouTube video alone.
Yeah.
Plus their intro, plus the like shaking the hands, blah, blah, blah. There was a minute and a half of content, and it was basically the header.
There was
the goal.
there wasn't a shot on target by Juve until the second half.
I was trying to watch this at work today live. There's like
No.
zero signal. I had the
No,
phone like out by the back door.
You did not miss out on much. That's
No,
all I'm
I
saying.
understand that. There was a point, I think at halftime, I was actually just taking out the trash. I was like, fuck this, I'm going for a walk. And I was like, do I even care at this point? Like I'm at work. It's Wednesday at a 12:30 for me. There was no fucking way in hell I was ever gonna make it. The first
I'm just for me, I'm just looking for the folks that, were like, hey man, let's give Tudor a 2-year contract. These people.
Oh man. Yeah, no, there was a few. There was a few.
I'm kind of a bit like appalled off of Tudor's post-match comments. And I'm coming in live and just coming in raw with this. I'm not even structuring this because it's how
There's no
annoyed I
structure.
am.
No,
There's no
Hey,
structure.
hey, I didn't watch the match. I didn't watch the highlight. I was working. Then I went to the gym, and now I have my dinner ready, protein wraps. So you guys cook.
Jesus.
I'm here.
He's already
having a
cooked.
good time.
This match was the equivalent of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. What the fuck just happened? Like, that's literally what it is. Like, that's how forgettable it was. Like, I just go ahead.
I'm afraid. I haven't even looked at the standings yet. I'm afraid to see where it's at right now, the end of match day 33. That like
Fifth.
I don't want to be
fifth, I believe.
depressed. No, I know.
It's not a matter of being depressed. I'm genuinely pissed.
Yes, I don't know. I just don't feel great about it. Even though, and that's the thing, even though I didn't watch the game, I still rushed home so I could try to catch a glimpse of something. So I started with the replay for like 30 seconds of content. I'm like, oh my God, was it that fucking bad? I've never seen a replay that just like there's a lot of shit replays. It was like, who was that guy that we were looking at in January? Or is like there's 2 minutes of replay of this guy of highlights in like the third division. It was like watching that tonight. It was like watching a practice pitch.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you because it's just like,
oh, imagine this. If
I could see that happening.
That could 100% happen.
Balkan tour.
Oh man, the Balkan
Let's go.
tour might be a thing.
I'm ready for the Balkan tour, man.
I can finally take some vacation. Watch Juve in the Balkans.
Oh my Lord.
Buy tickets for like 15 euros, and then Juve will still be a piece of shit and find a way to fucking inflate those prices. They're garbage.
I'll jump on the hype train. I missed out last year. I was supposed to go to Montenegro, and I'll just go to Montenegro and I'll start glazing a bunch of 20-year-old boys from that country. I think it'll be great.
Let's go. We're going to Kazakhstan. We're going to Greece. We're going to Albania. No, I don't think an Albanian team will make the conference.
Dude,
I hate to say that.
Never know.
Look, I think all of us we were excited for the Balkan tour, right? But
ironically,
table,
yes.
Man. Look at the table.
I don't even think we'll make that.
Dude, Fiorentina is in 8th, is 3 points behind us with the better goal difference.
It's fucking tight.
We are in
I
danger
haven't even
of,
looked at the
of,
table, and I
of
know it sucks.
completely missing Europe.
And that's not even with a 7 points deduction. This is just us sucking, guys. This isn't even with like our management fucking us over. Oh my lord. It can't be. There's still 5 games. There is still shit to play for. But when you lose to a team, and I understand when they fight for relegation, they play harder. But like
he got out
even play at
coached.
all.
He got out coached. That's what my issue is. He got out coached. That's what baffles me. You got out coached by Kivu. You got out coached against a team that you haven't lost to in almost what, a decade? They shithoused you. And you stupidly was like, let's go. The fact that you were, oh yeah, I subbed out Dusan for a thigh issue. No, he fucking sucks.
Yeah, he's bad.
Like, that's what it is. This is, again, Tudor making Thiago Motta decisions here. Oh yeah, we need more aggressiveness. No, bro, you need a fucking scheme because you don't have one. What was it? Fucking play catch with the keeper 90 fucking minutes? That's what it was. Hey, take the ball. Hey, Kamiaso, let's see if you can go. Hey, keeper, go long, go long. I got you this time. Let's work on your fucking overextending catches because that's all he fucking did.
So, this is the problem that we've kind of predicted with Tudor is that eventually, I mean, when you're that one-dimensional, it's great to have that grinta, and we definitely needed that to begin with. But then what, right? You get to a point where it's like, okay, now, like you said, you need a scheme.
Grit is great in the training ground. Grit is great for getting your team in shape.
And to get it over the line, like you got to at least show up. It's one of those like, okay, you go down by 1, sure, but that grit is supposed to get you fucking another 1 or 2, you know? Just being like, all right, boys, like smarten the fuck up. Let's do this. Like put our heads down. That's what the grit is for. And once again, we go down to a shitty team, whether it's Motta or Tudor, and we capitulate.
Go ahead,
Look, the only way it can work with Tudor is if you have a team that is hungry. Our team is not hungry, so our hopes were that he somehow will make them work hard. And we did that for 2 or 3 games. And that's already it. Like, that's what this team is capable of doing. We knew he's not a tactical genius. We knew he plays the high press, high energy, moves the ball quickly. He doesn't have a clear scheme if he wants to play the ball on the wings or whether he wants to cut through centrally. It's just whatever's the quickest option going forward. That's what he wants to do. So it's not like a genius tactical way of playing, but it's depending of energy and of grinta. And it's crazy that we lost that within 2 to 3 games. We said it's great if it lasted like until the end of the season, and because of that, he's a good caretaker. But goddamn, if they already are devoid of energy and of the hunger to win the games, I mean, for fuck's sake, like what the hell are we doing? Like, I believe Primo culture. Primo said it, I believe, in Discord. Hey, join the Discord, everybody. Just as a short plug. He said in Discord that he would sell anybody like on this team. Like, honestly, there's no one untouchable, right?
At this point, not really.
Like, who
would be?
There's no foundational piece on this team. There's no guy.
Maybe you keep Kefren because he has his ball carrying and at his energy and he's pressing. You keep a guy like that.
Yeah, you don't get rid of a guy like that, anyways. When you can build something with him. Yes, absolutely. Even McKenny, you can build something with.
Yeah. No, if you get the offers in, honestly, no one is untouchable. But
and that's just it. Yeah, would we sell Kefren if 50 mil came? Sure, probably.
Yeah. No, but who I would keep as a foundation, of course, Bremer. If we have the possibility, Bremer, of course. Like he is yours. Like he should be a part of your spine. And then I don't know. Do you keep Locatelli because of seniority?
I would like to know how much of a captain he actually is.
He's not.
No, he's not. Otherwise, you would have seen it.
Like I want to see his locker because there are silent captains out there,
No,
and
he's
maybe and then I probably agree with you, but I kind of want to see it for myself.
The problem is we don't need a silent captain. We need voices. We need energy. We need somebody that can pick other players by the throat.
And that's where it would be good if you get players like that. You can keep a Locatelli around, but if he's just like a good midfielder,
yeah.
I mean, how much is a good midfielder worth?
Yeah, and like
I'm sorry,
let's say we keep Thuram then from our midfield crew. Koopmeiners is not untouchable. Douglas Luiz is not untouchable. McKennie, if an offer comes in, is not untouchable. But ideally, I would still like to keep McKennie because he brings that energy that we are lacking.
And versatility.
So,
when you're building a team, you need somebody that can be versatile, right? Because
so
you're not going to have all
he's
your
your
pieces.
Swiss knife. Yeah, he's your Swiss knife that you can use, like if you have a leg or if you have injuries or whatever. But yeah, and then we are already at the front line. Vlahovic, goodbye. Colomuani, I told you already in the scouting video, goodbye. Conceição, goodbye. Nico Gonzalez, I have no idea whether it is just because he arrived at Juventus, but honestly, I was most excited for him. But that doesn't seem to work. Conceição, goodbye anyways, because he's on loan. Like, there's literally no one untouchable in this team. Yildiz, I'm sorry, I'm saying it for 1.5 years now. Like, what important development steps did he show us?
nothing.
He's heads down trying to go through what? That's it?
It's okay. He's got people giving him the NASA ad.
Dude, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, because he's still like good with his feet. Of course, he can dribble, and sometimes he keeps the ball and somehow gets through like 2 defenders. And everybody on Twitter is, oh my god, he dribbled against 2 people. Yeah, because he's trying it 100 fucking times in a game. Of course, like it will succeed here.
The classic. I saw this on Instagram, and this guy's amazing.
It's almost like we've said. Wingers are the equivalent of the NFL running back. You do not pay them. They do not become the foundational piece of your team because they are expendable. What great team is dependent on wingers? How's that working for Vinny in Real Madrid this year? They got spanked by fucking Arsenal.
And your wingers are going to all get ACLs at some point anyways, right? So, I mean, they're kind of like a throwaway. They're like planned obsolescence. They're gonna have an early retirement.
How is Inter rolling in the way that they are? Because they have midfielders. How are they getting away with below average center backs? Midfield.
And their wing backs were, you got to give credit to those 30-year-old wing backs that for whatever reason can run like motherfuckers.
But again, that the space that opens up for them is the midfield that's opening it up for them because wing backs and wingers
they are in their prime. Dude, for hold up. Dude, for Inter, DiMarco and Dumfries are in their prime. They're in their mid-20s. They're not 30-year-olds. Like, they're on their prime, actually. Like, this is them on their, at their best.
Darmian, I'm thinking Darmian. Because, like, even Darmian, he comes on, like, fucking...
He's a center back at this point.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he still comes on and runs. All I'm saying is, like, they have these old fuckers still. Like, I mean, Mkhitaryan and Shangalalu, whatever fuck his name is, like, they're all up. Like, even their veteran players, they fucking run.
Because it's, again, that midfield triangle that they run is really fucking good. Same thing with Napoli. Napoli, in my opinion, have a worse roster than we do. But again,
they have a big midfield.
They have a great midfield. And guess what? They have a great target man to pink the ball off to and play off of. The one guy that everyone called me crazy for. But hey, guess what? He's having another fucking great season. How's Dusan doing? Quad injury again.
And all of those teams have clear leaders. Whether it is the coach, whether it is the management that honestly, look, Napoli has Conte and God knows how De Laurentiis somehow it worked. somehow they made this bitch work,
It's
and I don't know how
it's
they did.
barely working at this point.
I swear I don't know how, but it works right now. Inter, honestly, whoever like we hate him, we call him Red's face and everything, but Inzaghi is a great coach. He is the leader of that team. He built that team. Like every single player that is at that team, he grew it.
And we didn't want
Like
to
he
admit it.
grew
We
that
thought he was
player. He
trash.
taught that player. He worked it into a system. Like and it works. Like he is the leader. And dude, don't get me started on the leaders on the pitch they have. We hate all of them, but they are leaders on the pitch. They have a clear
Fucking,
hierarchy, and we don't. We don't
fucking
have a coach.
Barella.
We don't have a management that is leading. We don't have players that are leaders. How do you want to succeed? Like, how do you want to succeed with being devoid of leaders, being devoid of great players, being devoid of hunger and grit and all of that?
So is this the time? This is kind of what I've been questioning myself this afternoon in my existential state of mind. Do we just fucking set it on fire and just, get the under 23s, get whatever young, some 20-year-old Montenegrin? I don't give a fuck. Like, are we okay with being 12th, 10th, whatever for the next couple of years and actually building a fucking team from the bottom up? Just setting everything else on fire. Set fucking TNT on fire and fucking the stupid mascot. Set it all on fucking fire and just give me a fucking youth team and build it.
Ask Alcom.
If we don't reach Champions League this season, you have to. You have nothing to lose then, anyways. And then honestly, start properly, get all the young talents, get all the next gen players. Like, try whatever you can. Just have a little bit, I don't know, of a spine with a Bremer or something, or a Thuram if you can keep those. And honestly, put the young team on. Honestly, get Miretti back. I don't think it's an obligation; it's an option, right, for Miretti?
I don't think he's an obligation. He's a
He's
straight
coming
up loan.
back. He's coming back.
He's a straight up loan.
Yeah.
So
No options.
Fagioli was obligation, but nobody knows because of him being involved again in some stuff. No, but
Yeah,
honestly, build a midfield with Miretti, Thuram, and I don't know, God knows. Get the next gen, but you can only do that if you lose on Champions League, because if you qualify again to the CL,
even if you miss out, like even because conference gets you.
No, but because of the squad depth, you can't sell anybody. That's the problem. Like if you reach the Champions League, you have to have some squad depth. That's my thing.
No, absolutely. But I think the question is, and it was brought up here. I'll try to find it. Yes, we kind of skipped over this from Kelvin. My hopes: Champions is greater than Europe is greater than no Europe is greater than the Conference League. Like being in the Conference League is almost an embarrassment, and you're better off not having that midweek game because you get $12 million tops.
If you have young players, honestly, there's
experience.
nothing better than Conference League or Europa League.
Sure, but if you have $200 million of trash,
I agree. I agree. That of course. But the Conference League is a European-ish, like like tournament where you can get your players. You get they get experience. They learn how to play in other stadiums and rowdy stadiums and those like 10,000 seater small
in Balkan
stadiums in the Balkan that we are talking about. Like they will learn how to deal with that. And that's why
I'd rather have a young
League,
team,
Europa
though.
League is great for those. But Champions League, like that's another.
No, it's the next step. Even there's a step from conference to Europa, even.
Yeah,
like there's some decent teams in Europa.
There is, but I think the
even
main thing.
Conference League right now, you have big teams.
Yeah,
like
there's a couple.
You
have Chelsea,
whoever qualifies from Italy, maybe us, but you have one of the big English teams. Like you have right now.
Chelsea
almost an 8-team race for the Champions League spots in the Premier League, and whoever gets left out of that, like a team from Germany that seems to be right now. Dortmund and Leipzig are fighting for those spots because Bayern, Leverkusen, and Frankfurt are the top 3, and then there's a fight for the last spots, and actual like good teams might end up in the Conference League. Well, but that's why I say like it can be exciting, and if you have young players, you can give them a taste of European football. and they will learn from that as well.
Yeah, and I think it is more. I think it from a developmental aspect is you want your team used to playing in further stages of European competition, whether it's Europa League, Conference League, your mom's league, or the Canadian Maple Leafs League. You want to have something where you can have that repetition where you're there. Because one of the worst things ever is to a team that's never been in the post stages of cup competition in Europe, and then they get there, they're always going to fumble it. Prime example, us against PSV. When you don't have that reference material, that reference experience of because when's the last time we've gotten out of a knockout stage in Europe besides the Europa League, right?
Oh my
We
god.
don't
Yeah.
have the experience to handle that. We don't have the confidence. Because to be honest with y'all, you need 3 years. This whole thing needs 3 years to actually be decent. And during those 3 years, if we make some Conference League runs, if we make some Europa League runs, I'm fine. Because look at Fiorentina. They're getting that European experience right now because they've made it into 3 consecutive semifinals in the Conference League, 2 back-to-back finals. Yes, they lost both of them. Thanks, Italiano. But when they have a shot. They're playing, I believe, Tottenham right now for a spot at the final in the Conference League. So it's like they have a shot. They've been there. They know how to do it. Tottenham and trophies is like Juve in the round of 16 in the Champions League. It just doesn't go well. So it's like it's there. The opportunity is there. So I'm fine with it. Again, I think you're going to need 3 years. The reason why I kind of got a little bit lit up today is because Tudor made this comment that pissed me the fuck off. I told the guys, you don't win with tactics and set plays, but you win with aggression. Bro, you lost by a set play.
Yeah, and we continue. We've lost all season on set plays.
You lost. You have conceded the most set play goals, or this team this season has conceded the most set play goals I've ever seen in my life. So it's like, dude, I don't understand this. You got out coached. And you're going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, we win with aggression. How'd that work for you? You aggressively went around the box the whole game. I just
Look,
like,
I didn't hear any of those quotes before because I wasn't involved at all in football today. I didn't even watch Arsenal versus Crystal Palace almost gifting Liverpool the title today. No, but I hate coaches that are going so hard against the modern way of football. And I don't mean tactically, but in an analytical way. Like set pieces are so important to a football game. They are literal game deciders. If you score them, they can win your game. If you are not able to defend them, you can lose a game.
I mean, that's the story of our season.
Goes.
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
If we were better at that, we wouldn't be in this position if we like scored a corner once in a while or defended a corner once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
and the coach going that hard against dude, set pieces are a tool in football. They are weapons. They are there for you to use. And I don't understand why and how coaches are still out there, like speaking that badly about it. Honestly, to me, it just seems like he doesn't have knowledge of them, how to defend them, how to set his players up, how to create the different runs and spaces in the 6-yard box, how to actually cross them dangerously. Like, to me, it seems like he has no knowledge of set pieces, and that's why he doesn't coach us. And seems like his team doesn't do.
Does he not have assistants?
Well. And we don't have the players for it anyway, so we are fucked like anyway. But they are an important part of football, man.
Okay, I finally found a use for LeBron James. Let's hire him and teach these bitches how to jump.
Thank you. That's something.
Oh,
I take that as an olive branch.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Pope. Oh, man. And it's like, and the crazy thing about it is, who took advantage of set pieces? Who scored a lot of set pieces? What manager really incorporated set pieces into his game plan was I believe, 2 seasons ago, where we were really great at defending them and pretty damn good at scoring them, where we're able to steal results that we shouldn't have won, because that's what set pieces are. Set pieces, if utilized correctly or if understood correctly, could be essentially a breakthrough. You want to know what kind of breakthrough? The thing that pains me to say this, that we still can't fucking figure a way out, is the low block. Effective teams, how they break set pieces or break low blocks. Win set pieces, cause pandemonium in the box, get a goal in, force the team to actually not do a low block. Eureka! Coaching! Try it sometime, Juve staff, because you guys are a bunch of fucking imbeciles and you've got your entire fucking social media crew wanking you off like there's no tomorrow because you brought grit. Congratulations. Grit works on the training field, not on the actual match, buddy. Not when the other guy's trying to scheme against you. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thomas likes the title, but he's not in the mood. Sorry if I triggered you, but I mean we're all triggered right now. So welcome to the party. Yeah. So I mean Max isn't coming back. Conte has to start becoming a serious conversation now at this point. Not as if it wasn't really. It was always kind of there. But now that the honeymoon phase is over with Tudor, now that the cracks are starting to form, I mean, the new coach power up is certainly used up.
It was used up since the Roma match.
Yes, but now it's like it's in the burn pile. It's not even there. It's not even on the table anymore, right? Like it's now back to reality. There's 5 games left. We have this Club World Cup. Conte isn't happy. He'll come. Do we just say fuck it? Say yes and just pull our pants down, get the spanking, say sorry, Daddy, we were wrong, we fucked up, and here comes Daddy Conte. Is it time?
Anything right now.
Just anything.
He's the best option.
Tudor was anything.
I was chewing. Sorry, no, but he's literally the best and the only option there that can make that can make a team overperform, right? Like get them to what their performance level is, or maybe even a bit above. Like if he can't do it, sorry. Like,
and he wants a team that will buy him players. They spent $200 million on.
He is right now, by the way. He is right now at Napoli without Champions League money, and they still spent hundreds of millions, for players like Scott McTominay and blah 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 blah.
Which I mean, I was like, man,
who's killing it this year, by the way.
I know. I was like, who is this English bastard coming to Italy? And look at him,
Scottish.
Scottish, whatever. They're fucking. I know. You know what? I like triggering those people. They're all the same.
Dude, he left Manchester United. He became a menace, man. He was already a Manchester United, but I guess it was Manchester United.
So yeah, the question here: will Conte be happy without the UCL money? Now, if we were out of the UCL and he came as the project to get us back into the UCL, and then from that point forward, okay, now we have the money. Now we start talking about players I want to buy, and we're talking about a 2 to 3 year project. Yeah, I think if we take that route, it would work because he would know ahead of time what he was getting into. But he always has these expectations, right? Like Conte came to Napoli knowing that they're a potential title-winning team. They've won it recently. Like they're in the fight now. Clearly, right? They can still win it, especially if Inter keeps. And that's the thing. Inter is playing high-tier Europe. They just took out Bayern, right? Like they have to keep this up. So Napoli can very much win this. And if you win, you can continue to win and build off that. And what does Napoli do? What does ADL do? They sell Kvaratskhelia, essentially their centerpiece. So he's like,
yeah, but for 75 million, they earned a bit of money.
And you didn't replace it. You didn't replace it.
No, they didn't even replace him. And guess what? They have almost 80 million to spend now. Like in the next summer. Because
what are they going to spend it on, though?
Whatever they want.
But the Conte's whole point is like, if you want me to win a title and you take out my centerpiece and you don't even give me a fucking Chiesa or something, I know he was talked a lot about today in the Discord. That's the kind of shit that pisses him off, right? I'm not trying to say this is right, this is wrong, trying to make rhyme or reason of it. But if you do that to Conte, he's gonna leave. He wants you to maintain a certain status quo and to build off that. And if in the ADL's case you go the other way, he's gonna say, "Oh, fuck you." Simple. Now he's on the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, Napoli didn't have UCL money. There
But
you go.
I think, I said that. No, but I think even Conte knows how hard it is to replace somebody in the winter mercato. And if he would stay the coach there, dude, with the money they earned, with the Champions League money, and they are right now tight on points with Inter, so you don't know whether they will go and still somehow win the Scudetto. If they win it and everything, they will give him what he needs for another season. I think at least, like with all the money he earns. Or sorry, with all the money that Napoli will earn.
So the good news is we won't have to continue to pay Tudor. We're on the hook for Monta. That's there regardless. Conte isn't going to be cheap. Is Elkin going to be willing to make this move? Does he have the balls to make this move? Does he have a choice? He kind of did publicly come out and say he's going to support this team to get it back. But those are corporate words, right? Is he gonna shell for Conte? And if not,
I don't know.
I mean, if not, where the fuck are we? If not, where are we going? What are we doing? Good people cost money, yeah. And that's when I would go back to the argument. Like, if you don't get Conte, if you don't get a high-profile coach that is willing to build this team back up and smarten them the fuck up, I would say fire sale at that point. If you're not going to pay a coach, don't pay anybody.
I agree. Then you get some young upstarting coach that can work with talent a bit.
Pirlo's looking for a job again, isn't he?
Fuck him, man. I don't know. Are there some midfielders or defensive midfielders that retired in the last 1 or 2 seasons that want to become coaches?
Tonali's gonna retire on all those bettings.
Dude, he at this point. No,
Imagine that.
Man, I don't
Tonali becomes a coach at 25.
Yeah. What?
Go ahead, German Dave.
So Tonali won the Carabao Cup, so he's a winner.
I guess so. Yes. Oh shit.
It's like I don't know what's worse right now, Shannon Sharp or Juve.
What's Shannon Sharp doing these days?
Oh, don't ask. Not on stream.
Okay, it's one of those things again, eh?
Yep.
I learned about this
allegedly,
but of course,
without permission. He got trapped.
Oh fuck. Okay.
It's a wait and see.
But both Juve and that end up with vicious clapping noises that aren't warranted because
Jallo's got in trouble apparently because he's out partying too late. You see that?
Well, hey, at least it gets us a defender that we need. I mean, shit.
Hold up. Do you know what I was wondering? The report said he came late from the party of a teammate. Why the fuck was the teammate partying that night? I know it's Otavio, so he's one of the best players of Porto and a starting winger and blah blah blah. So maybe he doesn't get the same consequences. But why the hell Jallo? Why the hell not a player that is celebrating into the nighttime and not like listening to the rules?
It's a good point. I don't know enough about.
It's because they don't like Jallo and didn't want him there.
Yeah,
so they used it as an excuse.
Good reason. What's Saloni? They don't have to care about him, just like we don't care about Chico anymore. He's gone. We don't care. Move along. Yep. You're gone in for a month, over a month, something like that. So yeah, later, guys. By the way, how does the limit of loaning our out players rule work? Because we definitely have more
I
than
don't know.
6 players loaned
Sorry.
out. I think because some of
I
them are
don't
an
know how to
obligation,
put structure.
but that is a good question. It seems like they made a big deal about putting this rule in, and then everyone forgot that the rule existed. That is a good question. There's got to be some sort of caveat in there, maybe with the obligation something. Tom was saying, obviously the coaches aren't the main reason. After now 5 coaches since 2019, we've blamed the coaches. So let's try blaming the players for. Oh, we've been blaming them. Yeah. I've given a pass on
We
Gentoli.
blame them. We are blaming everybody here. We are blaming everybody here. There's no one gets a jailed or free card from us.
Yeah,
Players
like I
are
didn't.
shit. Coaches have been shit. Like management has been shit. Everything is just shit.
Like I didn't put a face on this thumbnail, sort of for a reason as well, right? Like I'm just gonna trash everybody right now. Like I'm not gonna just pinpoint one guy. Like maybe put Deuce on just because we like to hate him, but but it's just like no man. It's like they are all in the fire. Everything's burning, and I want to see it burn at this point. Personally, I've been saying because I've seen it with other teams that I follow. This is one of the things I warn people about with like only focusing on one sport and one like little thing. You don't get to see the bigger picture, and like I've seen, particularly, I'm going to use like the Chicago Blackhawks in hockey, big rebuild, and I know there's going to be a bunch of basketball and NFL. There's examples everywhere, but these teams literally sell everything off except a couple of core pieces, and they take 3, usually 5 years, and then all of a sudden they're champion. But they burn their shit down first. It's like a forest that's overgrown.
Yeah, I can easily break this down perfectly since 2019 because this is the year that he started. So back in 2019, we should have recycled the midfield because we still had Higuain, we still had Dybala, we still had some forward assets that made sense. Douglas Costa. What did we do? We purchased Ronaldo for 120 and Rodrigo Bentancur or Aaron Ramsey was your midfield replacement when you needed a Pjanic replacement. You need a ball circulator. We didn't do that. It was essentially, okay, great, make it work. And again, you wanted Guardiola, but you swung and missed tragically bad, so you settled with Sadi. So again, that's an Agnelli / board stupid move. And then again, Sadi doesn't get you where you need to go. The club didn't really vibe well with him, so you had to get rid of him. And then you're kind of like, we still are kind of competing, but we're not kind of competing, but we also don't have a coach that we want because we're still paying Sadi and we're still paying Allegri's salary. Fuck it, Pirlo. Again, that's a Paratici and Agnelli move that did not make sense whatsoever. And then you're already financially in the hole and you're like, hey, let's make this work without really cycling anything. You had to trade Pjanic for Artur, 2 totally different players, and people were thinking Artur was going to be another Pjanic, which is not the case at all. And that was, again, because you needed to generate capital gains. So you made that move. And your midfield didn't get any better. It got progressively worse. And then you purchased Kulusevski and Chiesa, which are wingers. 100 million on wingers. Does it make sense?
By the way,
Absolutely not.
Tottenham was playing Kulusevski as a 10 for a large portion of the season. And he was bad, but I guess in a Tottenham team that is playing like trash, he was decent, and they were like, oh, goddamn, he was a saint for them. Oh, we have to play Kulusevski in front of James Madison as a 10. Shut the hell up, man! Like
they're Tottenham fans. That's all you need to know. But and then we move on past the Pirlo season. We go on to the Allegri season. Ronaldo says, "Deuces, this place sucks. I'm out." And then what do you do to replace him? You get Moise Kean at the last minute, and that's it.
That was pure panic.
That's it. And then you somehow keep your head above water because the team blew. Don't get me wrong. The team was terrible. And then what do? You make one of the most financially irresponsible decisions to purchase an 85 million euro bum from Fiorentina and give him one of the most lucrative contracts you could ever do for, I don't know, being good for 6 months of his career. How did that work for you? Not well. And then we move on to that summer where then we get Di Maria and Pogba because we couldn't afford anyone else, so that's what we got. And none of them ended up being anything decent whatsoever, so we kind of scratched that too. And
Di Maria
essentially,
had moments. He had moments.
pre-World Cup, after World Cup, I forgot he played.
True enough.
And then it gets better, right? Because then we get to the next part, the 2023-2024 season, where we only added Timmy Weah. We didn't add anything else.
I remember I was in Torino that year, that September, and seeing that bus with Timmy Weah on it, because it was like the new signing, and I thought back to this, and not that I don't I like Weah, but I understand who he is, what he is, his level.
Yeah, he's not a game changer.
He's not the player that you're supposed to be plastering on the side of your buses.
No.
And well, yeah, because Juve needed marketing and they needed American marketing. And then again, we go on to the 23-24 season where the team actually performs better than what they were forecasted to do.
Oh, yeah.
Significantly the first half of the season. Significantly well, but because that's when we got a new sporting director. And, again, this is where I'm confused because this is what kind of pisses me off about Juve. What's the objective? Is it winning or is it rebuild and restructure? Because that winter where you could have made some risks on purchases or some acquisitions to actually do something. We got Charlie. That's it. Nothing else.
But don't forget Thiago Jallo, fresh off the ACL tear.
Oh yeah, the guy that just trained for 6 months and we sold him after the summer after. So instead of getting some hungry Italian players that want a last shot at fighting for a Scudetto, like a Jack Bonaventura or someone like that, or if you were able to get something like this, you would have players that are hungry that want to prove themselves and could potentially move you up to the title. But what did we do? We got a league, a championship league team player in Charlie who barely even played anyways.
Hey,
and then guess what?
He's playing at Everton, so
fantastic job.
Dude, his career trajectory is crazy, man. Like, we loaned him from Southampton. We sent him back to Southampton. They sold him to Brazil. Then the Brazilian team, like, this is all within a calendar year. And the Brazilian team loaned him back to Everton, I believe, with a buy option. Dude is
stupid.
Yeah.
I thought Morata had a crazy career trajectory. But again, the team fell. Essentially, you had the midfield trio of McKennie, Locatelli, and Rabiot for that entire season. Fagioli got himself suspended for gambling. Fantastic work by him, by the way. And it gets to the point where it's end of February, early March, where, yeah, shit's going to fall off because you don't have any suitable replacements or backups for those roles in those positions. Guess what? You can only win off set pieces and crazy things the entire time because guess what? Chiesa is the definition of a deadbeat dad in terms of being a forward player because guess what? Shows up for one game, disappears for 3, and then somehow has a muscle injury. That's why I hated Chiesa because he wasn't there. He couldn't be there. And the only time we started doing something offensively is when we changed things up and put Yildiz into the fold. That's why, because for me, I hated Chiesa because he wanted money for doing absolutely nothing.
Yep. And that is, by the way, my point. I never hated Chiesa in terms of actually disliking him as a player or as a person. But with what he was showing, it wasn't enough for him being that arrogant and chasing that contract in negotiations. That was my problem with it. He wasn't worth what he demanded. There was too much of a difference.
It's an ego. It's an ego thing because, congratulations, 4 appearances in the Premier League, 3 in the FA Cup, 3 in the Carabao Cup, and 3 in the Champions League. That's what his career at Liverpool is right now. For me, I would have been fine. I would have been fine if Chiesa was like, hey, you know what? I want a season to prove myself. I'll sign 1 year, 5-6 million, whatever, and then we can renegotiate it later. I would have been perfectly fine if he did that.
By the way, if he put his ego to the side, he would have played in this team.
Oh, absolutely.
We would we would have spent a bit less money on a winger because we would have gotten one less winger, so we didn't have to spend money on top of that, or for a loan like we did for Conceição or something like that. Like we would have saved money, and he could have actually proved himself, but
But he didn't.
he didn't want to do that.
He didn't. And that's where,
Just
again,
because, I don't know who the coach will be. I don't know whether I will like his system. Yeah,
very great. How's that
but
working for you over there?
s-
Like
s-
that's why I
seriously.
didn't like him. It was a prima donna move. It was a prima donna thought. I would have been fine. 1 year extension, 5 million. Let me prove myself. Let me have a career season, and then we can renegotiate. I would
And
have been
all the
cool.
reports and all the reports, by the way, like from Liverpool, are they're not saying that he doesn't have talent, and we're not saying that either. The reports are that he doesn't train hard and that he demands playing time. And his management demands playing time for him, but he doesn't show it in training. And Arne Slot is the coach. He doesn't give a shit about your ego. He plays whoever trains hard and sacrifices himself for the team. And he doesn't do that. That's the problem. And at this point, if he does it here at Juventus, he moves on to Liverpool, continues to do that. It is a pattern of behavior that doesn't change. So we have to take it as what it is. He is an arrogant son of a gun.
And you
And
called
that's
that
it.
years in advance. That's the thing too. You were the first one to call it.
I said that. I said that.
Funny that I was gone for a couple minutes, and I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
That's because I
That
mentioned
must
a
be
couple
that
of times
giveaway.
Liverpool moved from Juventus to Liverpool. That was kind of
No, as soon as you said we're talking about like
because I said
attitude,
ego,
ego and slot. You
attitude,
said ego and
ego.
slot, and I put it together. Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, KB's got it right. 20 viewers, there should be 20 likes. Very true. Very, very true. KB knows how this runs. He is also a successful
Man of the
YouTuber
business.
like us. Man, yeah. No, that'd be appreciated, guys. Please, like, we didn't even do that whole spiel because we raw dog today.
Stop it. Stop it with this. Monta
Eddie,
didn't think he has to fit the plans.
if you
not
you
true.
are a player that sacrifices for the team and changes his role, the coach doesn't sell you if he sees the value in your playing style. Dude, you can be, I don't know, the worst player at Bayern Munich. Or look, Leon Goretzka, they're trying to sell him for 2 years now. Or McKennie for us, we tried to sell him for the past 3 years. But he sacrifices for the team and plays the team game. Same with Goretzka. They want to sell him for 2 years now, but he sacrifices for the team. He sits on the bench when he's needed. He gets on the pitch. He plays good. He plays hard. He scores goals. By the way, McKennie, he's scoring here and there as well now. So if you are a player that has quality and wants to sacrifice for the team and fights on the pitch, you will not get sold. He didn't show that. That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing, right? If Chiesa doesn't fit plans, why did it take a last minute fuck it purchase by Liverpool? Nobody wanted him because of the reports and because of everything. Because that's all it was. It's not if he fit and he played the system. It's not a matter of fitting. I don't like this rose tinted nostalgia glasses that we have for Chiesa. Because what did he do
Dude,
for Juve?
Hey, it will be
Pirlo
so
season, Ronaldo
funny.
single. When it comes to the Pirlo season, Ronaldo was the one that effectively saved Juve's season.
Dude,
it
will be so funny how Liverpool bought him for 12 million and are about to sell him for 24 to Milan. That is crazy.
I don't think.
Oh my
That's,
god! If those reports are true, goddamn,
no,
that's
Dash has his call.
dude, what a
Dash
puzzle
is
that
on a
looks like
work call.
for Liverpool, man.
Yeah. No, we'll see. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. So Dash is gone now. Sorry, I left a couple minutes ago. The
No
dogs.
worries.
Dogs were
As long as we
losing
have-
it.
As long as we have 2Ds ready, we're good to go.
Yeah, we got a couple Ds. No, it's just. I mean, my wife says she's going to be home at 7, and at like just after 6, my dogs were losing their minds. I'm like, what's going on? It was just my wife. So no big deal. No big deal. All right. Maybe I'm crazy, but I still have the desire to root for this team. No, you're not crazy. This is part of it. I just booked a flight and hotel in Venice for the last day of Saturday. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Not a cheap city. I too have booked a hotel in that city. Too much
expensive, right?
euros.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Ve-
yeah.
is Venice one of those cities that is overpriced but still
Yeah.
worth the visit, or overpriced and
No, no, no.
no,
I
not
mean,
worth
it's
it?
cool. You do it the one time. You're like, it's fine. You don't need to go back.
Or is there a nice city nearby where you can live cheaper, rent a car, and then drive back and forth?
It's well,
Like
there's only
what
that
is
one.
close to Venice?
There is a town just on like the mainland. It's there. It's up in like Udine is probably one of the bigger
Yep.
cities up there, but that's up in the mountains. Like Trento or Trentino mountain range is up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He says outside the city, nice camping. Okay.
That's pretty far. Yeah, man, it's kinda there are there are a couple of
I don't know what my browser just lost its shit. So
oh, no worries. No, there are a couple of cities, but it's like small ones. But honestly, according to Google Maps, they seem to be beautiful. Would be half an hour drive to Venice, back and forth.
that's not bad. I think the traffic gets bad, and you like if you get a water taxi, that's kind of the way to go. Just
Yeah, I
driving
don't.
in is
Yeah, can't travel there with a car, but you can drive nearby. Would be my guess, and then
well, the train goes across. You can't take the train in,
oh,
and that's
that's
how I got there.
that. Yeah, that works as well.
I mean, the train takes you everywhere, and honestly, well, yeah, because that night, yeah, I went from Florence to Venice, and that was like I don't know, a couple hours, and then I went from Venice to Torino, and that was I think 3 hours. So I mean, it's not bad. You got Wi-Fi on the train now. It's pretty chill. Not bad. Not super
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh my God, Como is gorgeous, man. I want to go there once, dude. Como, even when you watch like Como games, they have in the backdrop and of the stadium, you see the actual sea. Like that
Yeah,
is crazy because it's an open small stadium. Like the corners where usually people would sit, like for example, away fans. Like it's completely like cut off and open, and you see the sea and boats and everything. Dude, I want to go there once.
it's nice. I like the Venezia one too. I want to go, but it's like on the other end of the island chain, the archipelago. And being
Yeah,
with my family who didn't really care, I was not gonna like even when I went to Juve Stadium, we got into Torino that afternoon, and they like all took a
yeah,
nap, and I got in the cab and went to the stadium. I'm like, see you
yeah.
guys in a few hours.
Oh, by the way,
Uh,
the city that is very underrated because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it when they visit Italy. Pisa, I don't know, it has the tower and blah blah blah.
yeah,
But Pisa is a beautiful city. It's really calm there. Weather
it's tiny.
is
It's not much
always
of a city.
it's tiny. It's almost like a small village. Like you, there are not like a lot of people in there. Like even though they have the tower, I don't know what it's called in
The
English.
Leaning
Like
Tower of Pisa that doesn't lean
okay,
anymore.
okay, okay. Um, and Pisa is beautiful too. Like I was there like when I did the whole like 2 week Italy tour, and Pisa was beautiful, man. They had beautiful parks. Weather was nice. People were actually nice there and chill. Like for considering they were Italians.
Yeah, they can be. Not. There's two types of Italians. There's like the
Yeah, yeah,
super calm stoic ones, and then
yeah,
there's
man.
I'm gonna fucking yell at you like
The
borderline
food was
German.
amazing. Food
Fuck
was
yeah,
amazing, and I think I had the best gelato in my life there in Pisa as well.
really. And that's one thing I'm gonna put a knock against Venice as well, is their traditional cuisine is not a huge fan of it. Like a
Yeah,
lot of polenta, it's shellfish and stuff like it,
yeah, yeah, of
which I
course.
like, but it's not nothing. It doesn't get you going. I guess is what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say, right?
like
You don't go to
nothing
Venice for the
special.
food.
Like it's not a ragu type, like where every region has its own ragu and you can like delve into it or
Well,
dive
they're
into it.
they're big on the polenta there. So like I had the polenta with the
Yeah.
sauce, and I think it was the clams, whatever shellfish I had with it, right?
Yeah.
And it's great. It's a dish I've made before. It's a very simple dish. I was like, okay, I'll have it here where it's fresh, like literally just caught that day.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be better, but it is still, it's just not that kind of a cuisine that gets you going.
Yeah.
So I mean, go to Venice, spend a day or two, whatever. I'm not saying not to go, but there's certainly better places and certainly cheaper places that you can go as well. Yeah, see, there's so many places to see, and that's the thing. There really are so many
dude,
places.
Italy is beautiful. I told my girlfriend when I'm retired at some point, honestly, I want to live in Italy just because I love everything. Dude, Italian culture, Italian food, weather, football, dude, everything is great in Italy, man.
Yes, I would love to. It's hard to bring all my dogs over. I got too many of those. See how that works out. But I would love to have a home in Italy as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, Italy's beautiful, man.
The one thing that would get me, and I know I'm spoiled being in Canada, especially, in more rural parts of Canada, that I don't really need to deal with many people. And in Europe, you can't get away from people. Like it's hard. You have to like hike the Dolomites if you want to leave anybody behind you. It's like you gotta hike the mountain.
Yeah, man.
Countryside of Tuscany is amazing. That is, oh man, it's next level. It's obviously next level. They write books and make movies about. Yeah, it's amazing. South of Italy as well. It's different. It's hot as balls there in the summer. Like talking about like 40, 45 degrees, but you get all the citrus fruit as well. So I mean that's kind of the trade off. And I mean going in the ocean when it's 45 degrees out, and beautiful. Okay, we just waffled. We didn't even really talk about football. We kind of indirectly touched it.
Yeah. Oh, and also when I did that trip, for example, like we drove through Switzerland, Milano, and then like drove that way down, right? And we drove through Genoa, I believe. Like just drove through it. We didn't. We spent there like almost only 4 or 5 hours or something. Ate something. Like went into a park and then continued driving. And then we went on from there to Pisa, and that's where we drove through and saw the whole like Tuscany countryside. And god damn, that was gorgeous, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there we went like to Roma, and then again like way up through Florence that time.
I mean that's the thing with that country. And most countries they're not that big. If you're willing to drive, oh my god, you can drove 10 hours from Croatia. Yeah, if you're willing to drive a few hours, you can see a few different countries.
Yeah.
Or take the train.
You have to put the work in. Or take the train.
Train is super simple. I love.
That's what a lot of people do. Like they go to somewhere in the I don't know, Fiorentina, for example, because it's like bang central in Italy, and from there they drive like every day with a train if they want to visit like certain cities.
Yeah, that's where I flew in last time, and then all I knew I was meeting my parents in Venice, and again, like 2-hour train ride.
Yep.
Easy. I mean, okay, sit down, chill out for a couple hours. Now I'm gonna have to deal with my parents for the next couple of weeks, so I'm gonna enjoy my quiet. Easy times.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, have we waffled, or do we need to get back on track?
You guys didn't even tell me I was muted. That's how I know you were waffling.
We thought you were talking something.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I thought you were texting your boss again, telling him how amazing his lips are.
No, I was telling him how amazing his cheeks are. That's the correct terminology, Dave.
All right.
Are we sad that Chico's not getting purchased? I don't even care.
Why would I be sad? Like, what has he done to warrant me being sad?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be sad. I understand the situation. I liked him at first, and he dropped off heavily.
Yeah.
And we need to invest better.
Yeah.
Chico's a dime a dozen. I mean, kind of.
It's going to be a mantra. It's going to be a mantra we do at the dive. You do not pay wingers. We do not pay wingers.
How much for Chiesa?
Just like for example, we say we do not pay running backs. We do not pay wingers.
And guess what? And then you have a Saquon Barkley that wins a Super Bowl single-handedly, leads his team to the Super Bowl, wins it, and all of a sudden the running backs are making money again.
Take away that Philly offensive line. See if he does that again.
I'm just saying. Not those incredible numbers, but I still think like him and McCaffrey, like okay, McCaffrey is even less fit than he is, and Barkley had like a lot of injuries, but those are 1A, 1B running backs. And honestly, he earned the running backs a shit ton of money like last season.
I'm just saying, there's a mantra: you don't pay running backs, because if you
No,
do, once everything else,
I agree with you.
because like for example, even with that, like Saquon's not getting paid. Like for example, yeah, it's what 12, 13 million. But like if you start looking at wide receiver money for running backs, you've absolutely lost your mind.
Did he get close to 20 now?
No, I don't think so. It was a beast with the Giants. How'd that work out for the Giants? That's why you don't pay running backs.
I was thinking about Charles
Your
Barkley from the New
fucking
York
problem
Mets.
if you give Daniel Jones all the money, it's not because they paid Saquon Barkley that they were shit, man.
They didn't pay anyone else.
Yeah, because they spent everything else on.
So it's like
I'm perfectly confident. Like for example,
they single-handedly like sabotaged the
like
the
I
team.
am perfectly confident in, like for example, the Lions not paying Jahmyr Gibbs when his contract comes up, and them just getting a new running back.
All right, Dash. So Barkley signed a 41.2 million contract extension, 2 years. That is 20.6.
What about saying last season? Last season.
I don't remember. Hold up.
wow.
I have to make research. Don't be that quiet like you weirdos. I'm doing my research.
No. It's not it at all. Not at all. But no, I'm just saying, because like for example, with the Lions and David Montgomery, we pay him I think 5 or 6 million a season. 1,000-yard rusher, double-digit touchdowns.
It was a 3-year 37.7, so it was
13 million.
12 and something.
Yeah, that's fine, right? That's like for example, that's okay. That's what you would get if you were a pretty like that's like for example, Christian McCaffrey got the bank thrown at him. How's that work? How many Super Bowls he got?
Yeah.
None. He won because he plays for the Niners, because fuck the Niners. But no, I just like I look at it from that perspective. Like it's just it doesn't work. And running backs are like, the moment you hit 30, you fall off a cliff when you're a running back, unless you're like Frank Gore.
Related to Al Gore?
No, totally not. Totally different. Totally different. Because it's the same thing in footy. Like outside of Mo Salah, what winger is over 30 and still producing elite levels?
30, there's no one.
Like I don't think there is, right?
At 30? Hold up. I do a quick research.
And I mean like world class, like elite numbers. Like for example, Mo Salah is out of this fucking world at his age. Because like if you look at all the great wingers, 24, 25, 26, 27, maybe 28.
Honestly, it's only Salah. Everybody is
average
in their mid-20s. Like there's nobody else, honestly.
So like
Rafinha, for example, Rafinha from Barcelona, who has incredible numbers this season, he is 27. Vinny, of course, 23. Mbappe, 25. Xhaka at Arsenal, 22. Rafinha, 27, as I said. Messi, okay, he plays in the US, 37. So his numbers doesn't mean shit.
Come on.
Rodrigo from Real, 23. Foden, I don't know, Manchester City hybrid, blah, 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 24 years old. Ousmane Dembele, 27. Like all of them are in their mid-20s, like, which is absolutely like.
How old is Chiesa?
27. He's not even on the list, man. Chill.
No, but again, it kind of goes in. Like, for example, you get a winger young, you get him probably around 19, give him a 5-year contract till he's 24, and then when he's 24, that's his getting paid contract. You don't offer a winger like a getting paid right now, because there is
Yeah.
no active winger outside of Salah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Robin was
no,
great after
of
30.
course, like Robben and Ribéry were both above 30 and they were still great, but it's like current players.
Yeah,
Like
and we're talking.
back then, like a lot of them performed great, like greater to their 30s. Who else? Hold up. Now I'm put on the spot. Who else was great in their 30s?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, of course. Messi was still like early 30s.
Yeah, Messi was killing it his early 30s.
He's great. He's great in the MLS.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's a machine and
You know what's
oh
hilarious?
my god. You know what? Maybe because we spoke about the US, I want to divert to the Saudi league for a second. Dude, nothing in football makes me more angry than new records of Ronaldo's goal scoring getting posted. Like nobody cares about his fucking goals he scores in the Saudi Pro League, man. And oh my god, he passed 900 career goals and the hell up, man.
Okay, he's gonna get 1,000. Fantastic. Nobody
Dude,
cares.
he's playing against literal Minecraft villagers, man.
Ah.
The guy has a name, Steve.
Because like
Okay.
even like for example, Mane, right? Like Mane, Sadio Mane, he fell off right after 30.
He fell off immediately. Yeah. Like I swear Mane entered his like 30s, got sold to Bayern for 50. By the way, what a business for Liverpool, right? For a player getting into his 30s, like earning 50 million, and Bayern being dumb enough to do it because they were searching for a star winger. God damn. And he
You know,
fell off like immediately in that season.
I thought, it's weird because Eddie said Salah couldn't cut it in Serie A. I thought he did fine at Roma.
Yeah, did he not?
No, but that was also early. Look, look in Serie A, he couldn't take like good fullbacks or wingbacks like on the dribble. I agree that he wouldn't be able to do that, but his goal scoring, appearing in the box, even shooting outside of the box, he patterned he what Robben implemented in football, cutting it from the right side, finishing with the left foot. Dude, Salah is doing that like maybe not as great as Robben, of course, but is doing that on a similar level, dude. He perfected the art of goal scoring. And I think he could still like can appear in the box out of nowhere, score those goals, like even in Serie A. Like I would be surprised if he has like seasons like below 20, 25, sorry, below 25 goals. Like even in Serie A. Of course, like his impact wouldn't be as great as in Liverpool because he has space behind the fullbacks there to exploit. His numbers wouldn't be as good as there, but I think he still would be like great in Italy as well.
We could use him.
But guess what? He extended for 2 years.
I know.
For 400K a week, man. You do the math for what that is in a season. Sorry, that is for 400,000 in pounds. In euro, that's even more. So
Yeah.
or is it less? Is it less in euros? Is it a bit less? Sorry, I forgot whether
Yeah.
it was a bit less or a bit more.
Just
That's
as bad.
So no, well, not at the moment. We're in fifth, so no, not at the moment. We'll see.
I have bigger problems. Dude, we are in the danger of missing Europe like completely.
Man, you know what? I'm trying to see if anybody decided to show up on X yet this evening.
No, they did. Oh, they were during lunchtime. I had so much fun with them.
I thought that's Discord. How about X? You're on X too?
No, I was on X. I was reading the things. No, yeah, I talked on Discord. I meant on X. Like I was reading some stuff and I was just looking at what the community was saying, and I just kind of chuckled. It was just copium at its max.
Well, like, give me some of the juice. What are they saying?
It's the players, guys. It's the players. And it's like, okay, cool. Like it's now
It's
3
part
years
of
later.
yeah, it's
3
part
years
of the
later.
problem.
Yeah, it's part of the problem. It's not his fault. You guys can't expect an instant thing. Like, oh no. And it's like, dude, stop.
Dude, we literally only got you for bringing instant impact. That's the only reason he is there.
He needs time. Well, congratulations. He has 5 games left.
It's just I don't see. I don't know. There's just nothing juicy out there. Maybe I missed it. This is the only one. This isn't even that good. I missed the reply to this. Unfortunately, Sunday League coach. Thankfully, I remember what he said. But he compared Alexandro to Lloyd Kelly. And then
I would take Alexandro right now.
Well, then Lloyd Kelly was just like, yeah, in his prime, he won all this shit and did all these things. And Lloyd Kelly is in his prime and is doing absolutely nothing. You're comparing him to like a 33-year-old Sandro. Go fuck yourself.
That is
You know
fucking
what?
classic.
You know what? At least you would have had a captain on the squad.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I guess you would. It should be down here. I don't know. I lost it. But Sunday League coach came back hard. So unless Dan deleted it, he wouldn't. I don't think he would. This is shit, man. I kind of missed it. I was bitching about all the hipsters on X, but now it's like
I think
make fun of.
As I say, I think they're just defeated at this point.
Dude, now everybody
defeated?
died. Now everybody died. The hipsters died. The ones glazing Tudor died. Where are the 10 hours that he drove to his signature now? Like,
10 hours, guys.
did that
Huge.
die? Did that die down?
Yeah, they're emotionally recovering.
5 games left. It is a long season. The only thing that sucks is that we have to kind of roll right into the Club World Cup. We don't even get a break.
Yeah, we get a Mercado, fake mini Mercado.
No, look, the team can go to the Club World Cup. The fucking GM, sorry, not GM, sporting director, sorry, wrong spot. He still can do his job while the other ones are at the Club World Cup, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, he better be fucking working.
He better be doing this job.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I mean, the summers are short here in Canada, and I don't want to have to waste my summer watching the Saudi Pro League play the MLS League play Juventus. You know? This version of Juventus. Whatever it is. It's like, is this what my summer's gonna be, guys? I'd rather be out like water skiing, breaking my neck doing that. Yeah, I know, Primo. I know you were on X telling those zombies all year about this. I get all of your posts for whatever reason. You have a job. Or you know, like you are. No, I know you have a job, but like clearly you go hard on this shit, and it is funny.
Are we doing an After Dark this week?
That's
are we rolling?
I'm not here. I'm leaving, guys. I'm leaving until Sunday night.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Like, are we gonna fire up an After Dark, or are we gonna kind of incorporate the live into an After Dark?
Are you just talking about this right now?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is just post game. This is just whatever.
No,
this
I got
raw dogging. This is just raw dogging.
We can't. I keep thinking of the Shannon Sharp situation now. Alleged Shannon Sharp situation, which it's kind of funny because it kind of like rolls into like your hate for the NBA, which makes it even more funnier.
Well, I just wish it sucked less.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just like, again, like just really stupid decisions.
A ton of stupid decisions and not enforcing anything as long as like your stars get all the inner city kids to, I don't know, buy Air Jordans and shirts. It's the same thing that Juve's doing. It's like as long as there's demographics happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's from a guy's perspective. It's just like, because like I was kind of reading it briefly, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, alleged or not, like, bro's 50 years old. You shouldn't even be playing in that playground, dude. Like, good
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree. He should be more careful with his private life. And by the way, what my problem is,
Do we want to go into it? Just fuck it, right? Because we're an hour and 14 minutes in.
All right, then.
I don't really know what's going on yet.
Well, so
Allegedly.
allegedly here, right?
Hold
Allegedly.
up. Do you want to do a new intro so we can cut it separately?
No, this is just fucking roll. Just roll with it,
Roll.
guys.
Let's go. We're going in raw.
Let's go.
All
right,
you know what?
after
Wait,
dark, guys.
wait. I got the perfect intro for this one. Let's roll.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yeah, so our buddy here, Shannon Shay Unk, allegedly, right, was messing around with, what was it, 20, 21 years? Alleged, right?
I don't remember. R word.
Yeah, with a OnlyFans girl. And I looked her up. She does have an OnlyFans, so that is actually true. Yeah, so apparently she trapped him in a sense, right? Where like they're saying something about like text messages and other shenanigans that she's like dropping on him. Like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, she could, like, again, it's just like, why put yourself in that situation?
Yeah. Don't. Why are you fishing in those muddy waters, man?
I know.
Look,
Because that's like that.
he
It
is
seems
a,
like we're
he is
go
a
ahead.
millionaire. He is a millionaire. And with all his investments and everything, he's not too far away from being a billionaire. The brother has a giant media company. The brother is the maybe third best paid contributor at ESPN behind Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith. And with how he always claims on his podcast and with Ocho that he is so private with his life. Goddamn, there's leaking a lot of stuff from his private life, right?
Right. And I kind of want to, like, for example, touch on this, right? Yeah, because we don't know the details. We're just kind of speculation here, right? Where it's like, yeah, she could be lying, but it's just like, so when I was doing combat sports, when I was training combat sports, my sensei would always say this: you learn how to fight so you don't have to fight, because it's de-escalation, handling your emotions, and being in control of the situation. The best way of winning a fight is not being there. And it's the same thing with this kind of stuff, right? You don't mess with girls in the industry because something like this can happen. And she's not even, in my honest opinion, OnlyFan women aren't actual adult entertainers. They're a bunch of really attractive girls that have nothing better to do, that are just like, hey, I suck at anything else in life, so let me suck.
So I'm not gonna choose a real job.
Exactly. Because it's like, OnlyFans chicks are legit like cell phone tripod action. It's not like the actual industry. It's like, again, it's a poor man's industry in a sense. So it's like, I look at it and it's like, again, you're an established male. You're an established dude, especially for your community, dude. You're killing it. And it's like, again, like, young guys are looking to you. And then it's like, this comes out and it's like, come on, man. Like, every time I hear a successful man get bust out for allegedly banging an OnlyFans chick, I just look at it where it's like, really?
Dash, I don't think it's allegedly anymore that they did something. Did you listen to his statement that he did on IG?
I didn't, and again, I'm just saying more so
He
allegedly,
said,
just
hold up,
because
let me because I don't have the quote like in front of me, but
I can
he
find the
said
video.
in this he said in this statement that they will try to leak a video, a short clip that can be misunderstood for what she is claiming. But he challenged them to, if they want to release something, to actually release the whole video, which means there's a fucking sex tape of it.
Jesus Christ. Of course, because it's like, hey, watch me get railed by blah 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 blah. Donate
So,
$50.
yes. So and there's my problem with it, because it's not alleged anymore that he had something with her. It's the R word is alleged, right?
Okay.
So we know that they had something because he said it like in his statement. Why do you put yourself in a situation like that? a man that literally has everything, is one of the best at his job. And I think, dude, you and I, how many times do we quote him because he's great at giving quotes? His
Yeah.
sports analysis, even though wrong most of the time, is fun to watch. But he's
Barbecue
a great
chicken,
TV
OnlyFans
character.
leaks, TV characters, Lakers and Vibe.
And see,
Yeah.
could you know Andy here? He says my one girlfriend does OnlyFans. That's the problem. Is that it's one of your girlfriends, and those are the type of people we're talking about.
It's and it's just for me, it's more so I'm more disappointed in Shannon than I am like I don't care, right? Because that's what those like people that are like that are not genuine in how they do their actions, right? So like for example, she's a stupid kid. At the end of the day, I don't know how old she is, I don't care. She's a dumb kid.
She'll be 21 right now.
Sure. Okay, great. Obviously, right? Fantastic. 21-year-old. It's just the fact that again, it irritates me that like Shannon should know better. Shannon's a mentor for his community. And it's like, bro, come on, man. Like, yeah, she's got yams. Don't get me wrong. Like, she's an attractive chick, but it's like, come on, man. Like, there's a better way. Like, celebrities can do celebrity side pieces. There's a celebrity Tinder for fuck's sake, and it's like, really,
No,
dude, you're like,
the problem is it's so hypocritical of him because he's the one sitting in his podcast judging other players when they have private problems, saying, "Hey, be careful, always look out for your money, don't get into trouble, don't trust those women that are that are trying to rip you off your money." And he's preaching all of that in his podcast all the time. And then he is there doing that same exact mistake that he is preaching against. And that's my problem. Because he tried to be a role model on something that he's not an actual role model on, it seems like.
He just plays one on the internet. I mean, we've talked about this with content creators and shit before. I know he's more than just like a content creator, but I mean, they get too big for their own bullshit and they step in it eventually.
too bad. I was gonna say, at least we won't do that. No.
Nope. But at least you wear socks. So
I do wear socks.
there's the feet pick.
There is, yeah. See, look, no boot.
Oh yeah, there you go. Awesome. He's out of the boot.
But like you got to give him credit for what he amassed and what he did in the podcast / entertainer world, right? Like it is, right? Like, sure, are his takes the greatest? Absolutely not. But still, the fact that he got his bag, he ended up getting his bag. That's something that you can respect him for. Am I saying he's the most intelligent human being on the face of the earth? Clearly not
No,
after
we're
this.
not saying that. I'm just saying it is hypocritical that he is the one trying to preach against like being done with your money, meeting those OnlyFans women. He always said those things when other like NFL players or NBA players got into trouble with it, right?
Especially NBA
Like
players.
he spoke out. Do you remember when Michael Jordan's son? Oh no, sorry, not my. Who was it? A player on the Lakers was dating. Was it Scottie Pippen's ex-wife again?
Yeah, that was
Uh,
MJ's kid.
oh, that was MJ. No,
That
but
was MJ's
a
kid.
Lakers player, if I remember.
She's been going around the
Dude,
block.
she got passed around by anybody like a blunt. But what I'm saying is like, and he spoke out against that player very harshly and said, "Hey, be careful. She's trying to do that, and she's only out to hurt Scotty, and be careful like with what her motives are." And then he's there banging the OnlyFans girl that barely, that barely is a grown up, man.
And only for her to trap him.
I mean, fuck. Be more intelligent, man.
And this is kind of like my big brother advice for what we do for After Darks. When you reach a certain
Stop if
status,
you listen to this advice is for free.
Lakers not in 4. But
And 6. I said in 6.
you said
Lakers
6.
6.
But the truth will set him free. And will probably kill him. But no, like seriously, when you get to a certain status and position in life, whether it's work or other things like that, you have to watch how you step. Whether you're a business owner, whether you're a high up C-suite exec or someone like that, things come to you and being a guy, right? Like being a guy from a guy's perspective, we've struggled to get certain things, right? It sucks to get attention, it sucks to get action. It's tough, right? It's a competitive world. And you grind and you grind and you grind and you grind and you get there. And that's where temptation kicks in. And I'm not trying to be religious here or anything like that, but that's when you get to that plateau and you start enjoying things and you start thriving about stuff, that's where your integrity as a person gets tested, because your integrity doesn't get tested on the way up, because when you're on the way up, you're focused in on the way up. But once you get there, once you're at that destination, when you're the person that people are looking up to, when you're the guy that people are chasing, when you're the man that people want to be, that's when temptation sticks in. That's when lust can get you. That's when all the other stuff gets you, because it'll, and you can say again from a religious perspective, because it is, things test you in that to see if you fold, if you're generally who you say you are, or if you're, again, everything that you're amounting against. That is where you need to really, really watch how you move and watch how it goes and everything like that. And my advice is if it seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And I'm not saying second guess and lack the confidence or anything like that, but if something's coming to you and you're sitting here like, wait, this shit's way too easy. Unless you've got the aura of Jesus Christ, keep your eyes open, keep your ears perked. Because yeah, because I'm telling you, man, when you get to a certain level, once you start getting to success, once you start doing certain things, once you start carrying yourself a certain way, you're going to attract good things, you're going to attract bad things. Because again, for me, nature always likes to test you, and I always have been a big proponent of nature testing you, whether they throw things at you, they throw things against you. It's always about how you react and how you handle. Do you fold? Do you not? Am I saying here I'm the perfect human being and I've never folded and made dumb decisions? Absolutely. But at the same time, learn from them, move on, and don't make them again. But like, for example, for me, it's disappointing seeing what happened, because again, yes, he might not be the brightest tool in the shed, or might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, or the brightest bulb in the bunch. He was still a role model for a lot of folks in his community. And a lot of people wanted to sit there and be like, damn, I wish I could be like Shannon Sharp. How many NFL athletes are sitting there thinking like, I would love to be Shannon Sharp when I retire? Because, dude, it's the gig. Tom Brady can't do what Shannon Sharp is doing on the entertainment perspective. Tom Brady, yeah, great Super Bowl champion, et cetera, et cetera.
But he's not entertaining. He's not entertaining at all.
He's not. Shannon Sharp is arguably one of the greatest tight ends ever. I think Travis Kelce. But even look at that. Travis Kelce is following that model where it's like it's not players. And it's not like, for example, every player can do that. Like there's only Shannon Sharp, Pat McAfee, in my opinion, maybe Travis and Jason Kelce. Those are the four athletes that can be decent entertainers. And I think Jason and Travis are a lot better when it comes to the entertainment perspective. And it's like, I look at it from that perspective and it's like, dude, you gotta, like, for example, Jason, you're not worried about Jason doing anything stupid. Travis, unless he breaks up with Taylor Swift, I think those two are going to bow out and go out into the.
She will be out to get him, man. We have
to worry. We're going to get a full blown district. We're going to get a full
break up. We have to worry for him, man.
She's already got the songs written.
Yeah.
Oh, she's ready. Oh, whenever that thing ends, she's ready.
Oh, is this song? Is that who Shannon Sharp is?
Yeah, that's.
I listened to that one episode.
See,
I was not entertained by it.
So the problem I have with this, it's like, sure, we don't care what he's doing, but the problem is he's saying don't do it, and he's doing it.
And he's doing it. That's it. Yeah.
That's the issue. It's one of those things where it's like, if I'm telling, like, for example, if Primo Calcio is saying, right, we need to buy Italian players, and then you see Primo Calcio run a team and Primo Calcio's buying Greek players.
They're almost Italian.
Like what? So that's the issue, right? Where it's like, you look at it and it's just kind of from that perspective where it's rules for they, but not for me. It doesn't work that way. And especially when you are in a status, and again, people can throw that at me too. I can go out here on camera saying, "Hey, don't do 15 jumping jacks," and then I do 15 jumping jacks. Then you guys are gonna sit there and be like, "Why the fuck am I gonna listen to Dash?"
Why do they listen to you now?
I don't even know why they listen to me right now. I'm not even sure.
It says TED Talk again. They have to listen.
Rather get jammed up with an OnlyFans girl instead of getting stuck with Taylor Swift in her flat. Hey man, Taylor Swift's been squatting. Don't be doubting the Swift there, man.
No, it's just
Yeah,
fine.
we're about to get like 50,000 dislikes from all the Swifties.
You gotta do what you Hey,
Taylor
do what you gotta
Swift's
do, man.
Hey,
flat
man.
ass. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's flat.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Post this on Reddit. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let's bring it up. Why not? Reddit. Here we go, Reddit.
we're about to get shat on by all the Swifties for this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You've all seen it, but I'd like to know what the fuck is actually going on in this pic.
I don't think any of those are recent.
Oh, that's 12 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think any of those are recent.
Oh, the last one had been photoshopped. Okay.
I want
that one's
that's
Photoshop.
really Photoshop, man.
Why is everyone talking about Taylor Swift's bum? How old's this one? Page unavailable. Must be pretty old. Or from a country.
Oh, she got them busted.
Hmm,
She has endless money. She can kill every website she wants.
Yeah, flat or not flat, Taylor Swift causes bad blood. 9 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, that's no.
But no, from what I've seen, I mean, she just doesn't do it for me. She's just weird. And she's got bangs. Bangs are so 2011.
Again, whatever, man. Not my taste, but hey, not my type, not my taste. Works for Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce got it. Let him do his thing.
He's a football player. His brain barely functions. Who cares?
Hey, it functions more than NBA players, right?
I don't know. He uses a lot of brain function to flop around like a little bitch on the floor.
I gotta get Dave to watch a playoff game because the playoffs are actually the Pistons and Knicks. I thought there was gonna be 2 fights already.
Oh, yesterday the Lakers versus T-Wolves game was actually intense and like hard-nosed defense. That was a fun. Honestly, that would have been a fun game to watch for Dave.
Did you see what I posted this morning? The hockey clip.
Maybe,
I'll show you.
Maybe not.
I'll show you. This is just because of what I'm showing you is because Buddy got up in his face the previous game and you don't fuck with goalies. So I'll get this ready. Keep it small.
Defended net front and there's
just takes a shaft there, hits him again. And this is just in the middle of the play. No penalties. This is just all good. Just knocks him down, tells him to go fuck himself and don't fuck with me again. That's not even a fight. That's just like this is just like the first period. They're just getting warmed up. And the goalie's already like fucking with this.
Hey, guess what? Draymond Green is punching his coworkers at the practice facility.
Draymond Green is always punching his fucking everything. He should punch himself in the face. He's another idiot that has a fucking podcast that thinks he's fucking amazing and he's a piece of shit and nobody listens to that.
The podcast is trash.
He's not entertaining at all.
He's fucking horrible. Somebody came up to me one time. It's like, oh, you're fucking into this podcast. You're fucking this guy.
His podcast is trash.
It sounds like he beats women for a living. I didn't say he did. It just sounds like. I might sound like a fucking complete piece of shit as well, but I don't know. All I can say is that individual sounds like he beats a woman for a living.
All right, guys. I am gone.
And see you later.
I am Kenny from South Park now.
What are you afraid of? What are they gonna do?
Oh my god. Oh man, that was harsh. I can't say stuff like that.
He's a piece of shit. This is a perfect example of an athlete, a celebrity, whoever you want to fucking talk about, that puts himself on a pedestal, but is just a straight up piece of shit. But all these fucking little kids that don't know any better are listening to them, and they're turning into the same fucking piles of shit. And like, I'm
Trust me.
sorry.
Trust me, no kid cares about Draymond Green because he's not entertaining and fun as a player. Like it's
I mean,
like those,
who's
it's
listening?
those middle-aged. The problem with players like him is that those middle-aged NBA journalists, that are still talking about the Jordan era and all of that stuff. Oh, he's a hard-nosed basketball player, so he's great for the game. You have to have those players. And he averages like, yeah, he gets ejected like every other game for either two technicals, a flagrant two, or whatever.
Yeah, it's just there's a limit. I mean, there's playing tough and gritty,
Yeah,
and
I
then there's
agree.
just
I
fucking
agree.
punching people.
Yeah.
There's a
No,
difference there, man.
I agree. I agree, and there's also, in my opinion, um, Draymond Green, Patrick Beverly, those players play the tough role, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if they're actually, or if you can actually call them tough players because they punch somebody or shove somebody in the back like every other game.
No, you're not
Some
tough if you do it
players
from
are
behind.
just no. Some players are just overcoming lack of talent and disguise it as toughness, but it's just dirty play. Like there's that as well.
Mhm.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
that-
we mentioned that. We mentioned that in the first 15 minutes.
back in the day, though, like there was, you can get elbows in there. There was pushing, there was shoving, there was a physicality to it. It's I guess more similar to footy in that like you can get shoulder to shoulder, rub things out, and
Yep.
just get gritty. And gone. And that's not to say that footy or anything else is for everything's being watered down these days. But I mean, basketball is supposed to be a very free flowing
Look,
sport, back and forth.
I absolutely agree with you. Look, I'm still watching it, but I'm not saying it's the greatest sport right now, right? Like nobody in their right mind is saying that.
No, it needs its
With
flow back.
No, with all the rules they have, nobody knows what a travel is anymore these days because they allow like countless steps after the last dribble as well.
No, it's
Like
atrocious.
nobody understands the rules right now. There's so much like up for interpretation for the referee, and they get it wrong so many times, and there's nobody knows what the foul is anymore because sometimes like you can hit the guy in the head why he tries to dunk a ball, and it's not a flagrant foul, but the NBA rules state that every hit like towards the head is a flagrant foul. And goddamn, like nobody understands the rules anymore. And I think that's the problem of the NBA, right? Like the players, I think, are entertaining and maybe the best, like in terms of athleticism and talent, the best players ever. But I think they have to fix like you are saying, the product. They have to fix the refereeing. And if there's no, like if you fix the rules, if you fix the rule book, the players will listen to it because they have no other choice than to listen and play by the rules. And if the rules allow toughness, then you have to play it that way. I think the rules are the problem and not the players, honestly. The players are just using whatever
Allowing
they can.
allowing somebody that looks like this to be in charge of the NBA is the problem.
He's hating Adam Silver so damn hard.
But he's the top of it. Like he is the problem. Essentially, it has gone to shit under his reign, and he's trying. He's just putting gimmicks like this in season tournament. Just gimmicks. The gimmicks don't work. We were talking about that in the motor sport
yeah,
section
and
there in Discord.
yeah,
Like
no, and they're
you
putting
just
in the
water it down.
gimmicks because look, and nobody is look, the NFL regular season is more important like to the average American sports watcher. So you have the NFL regular season, you have the Super Bowl, and then what is behind that? Then you have the NFL playoffs. The college football playoffs. Sorry, and then you have March Madness. And that time span, nobody cares about the NBA.
No.
This season was a bit lucky because it was a tight race to the playoffs, so it was a bit more interesting this season than the last ones even. But the problem is the product, like you're saying, is so bad that they're trying that in-season stuff to make it artificially more interesting. In my opinion, like just fix the rule book, allow the toughness, like don't make the sport look weak, and it looks weak right now. Like if you have a Luca that is like screaming at the referee for, I don't know, on average 4 times per game, or you have the Draymond Green almost shoving the referees and getting away with it. God knows why. So I don't know. Correct the rule book, and I think just by talent, these are the best players we ever saw in the NBA. The talent is incredible.
Well, that's just the world because
just
of the sports science involved, right? Like like your high school kid could probably compete with the drunk bastard 70 years ago. You know, it's just the performance, nutrition, everything is just so good.
Of course. Yeah.
But we continuously see the best athletes in the world get shoved into a sport now that is all flash, no substance. Like we talked about motorsports in the Discord, like NASCAR, for instance. And each track is different, 40, 50 laps. They have, yellow flag, you have to come in and change tires and have a pit stop. This is a race. We have to stop? What stupid gimmick is this? You know, you can take F1 and use the DRS.
F1 is doing...
How about you just make better fucking cars that aren't fucking fat?
Exactly.
you know? It's in everything.
F1 is doing so many things that, oh my God, I hate what they are doing, but it's the same as basketball. Like I'm watching it since I am a fucking kid, so I will never stop to watch Formula One. Is my guess. But goddamn, I hated when sprint races were implemented. I hate what they are doing now. Sorry, the first gimmick that they did, and I don't know if you were watching that hardly at that time. When they made it mandatory to use 2 tire components in a race. That was in the mid 2010s, I believe. Where you had
that's
early 2010s. Yeah.
Well, because they're trying that with Monaco with the double switch this year.
Exactly, and they tried to do that to make it more interesting, to use more tire compounds, to have offsetting strategies, when in reality everybody starts on the same tire, medium soft, or I don't know, soft medium, and in the end, like everything like still stays the same. So, man, I don't know.
What are you talking about, Kojino Eddie? They have Laura Winters, and her like, you're not down with Laura Winters?
Well, what did she do to you, man? Like, goddamn.
She's just very British looking. She's all right. I like her, but it's just I mean, he always wears that one pink dress, today, and it's not really doing it for me.
Yes. Hey, at least it didn't mention Tia in that. That would have been funny.
Oh, fuck Tia.
You did. Thank you.
Her music's not good.
Oh god!
And I don't know if she's even alive. Is she alive?
Let's look up Tia. You baited him. No, don't look at her Instagram. She has spicy photos.
Who, Tia?
Yeah, I did live research when we talked when you guys shit on her last stream. Oh, sorry, last After Dark.
She is that spicy because her music's not good. That's why.
Is it? It's barely music.
It's barely music.
Is
that still making a song with Juve? That's pinned. Never mind.
Is that her spicy photo? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's not it.
Okay, I just. Oh, she's taken. Sorry, guys. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing with it. Music died in '95. F1 in 2014. In '95, no, there was still some good stuff after that. It did thin out more and more, but yeah, it's
honestly the only thing that can save Formula One is going back to smaller cars again, smaller, lighter cars.
But again, who's the issue? Oh, we're gonna fucking do it. Ben Sulayem or whatever the fucking Arab prince, fucking bastard piece of shit. Fuck him.
Oh, fuck him, yeah. Oh, he
No,
honestly,
he's destroying it, just like fucking tall white dude in the NBA, whatever his
dude.
fucking name is.
Hey,
What, dude?
hey, honestly, no jokes. We had FIA directors that were involved in sex scandals and R word stuff and corruption stuff, dude. We had all the FIA presidents in like like every single character, every bad and good one. But this goddamn guy is the worst, man.
KB is saying new media sucks. Well, technically, KB, you are part of that. You are
We
creating new
are,
media multiple
we
times a
are,
week.
we are the
We
new
we all
media.
suck. We all suck, man.
Yeah. Hey, Primo remembers mostly, yeah? Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Dude, he had fun. He was like also at Berlusconi's Bunga Bunga parties. The brother was
Nice.
everywhere, man.
Nice.
He had fun.
I did watch Rush this weekend.
Oh, you did?
I did,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, because
How
you guys
was it?
were giving me a hard time. It was okay. Like I wouldn't say it's a must see. If you're an F1 fan, it's one of those things you watch because you're an F1 fan.
Yeah.
I got really excited at the beginning, and they kind of just reused the same graphics, like the pistons coming up and down. They used that like 5 times.
Yeah. Hey, we paid for it, gotta use it.
It's a shit box. No, you can't say that.
Yeah, no, it was an all right movie. I
Can't
would
say that.
recommend it
It's
to
a
Race fan.
Ferrari. Yeah, it doesn't change. It's still
Yeah.
a shit box.
And I have seen like I had seen all those clips on YouTube, like all the shorts. I get random movie clips, and yeah, I had seen like all the good parts of that movie already. It seemed like
No, but honestly, from the realm of racing movies, I think that's currently my favorite still.
I don't know if I've watched Driven either. Can't remember if I watched it when it came out.
Which one was that?
That's Stallone.
Stallone? I
That's
think
like the
I watched
2000s.
that, but I remember just vaguely. I think I watched that, but it's not like
2001.
that
Fuck,
was a
that
while
is
ago.
old. That's really old. Man, that means I'm really old. Okay. 2001 film. Here we go. Driven. Yes, screenplay by Stallone and produced by Stallone, starring Stallone and Burt Reynolds. I'm gonna have to watch that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a cast. This was big back in the
There's
day.
a German. Till Schweiger, German, like, dude, he's fucking everywhere. I don't know how he appeared in all those like Hollywood movies, man.
Yeah, and I know they filmed part of this in Toronto, which is why I knew because I was in Toronto back then. So I was like, oh, big movie, Toronto. I think they probably did it on like the indie weekend. I'm not sure, but anyways,
I'm excited for the new F1 movie.
I'm just excited for the spectacle of it. I'm expecting the plot to be just as in depth as the story mode in the F1 game.
Yeah, honestly,
porn.
no jokes. I think the movie is just a carbon copy of the story mode, like he is saying, just in better movie, better effects and everything. I know. I'm honestly, I don't expect the plot to be interesting, but I'm there for the visual of it. I think that will be great. I got tickets for the world premiere in Austria before the Austrian Grand Prix.
It sounds like someone that watches porn would say. Not there for the plot, just there for the visual spectacle.
It is basically F1 porn is what that movie's gonna be.
Yes, guilty. It's not like I haven't done that.
Kajino Eddie here saying Metallica performing at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Why do you think I am not here this weekend?
Okay.
I am seeing the Metallica doubleheader in Toronto Thursday and Saturday night.
Oh, that's why you're away.
That is why I'm away.
Hey,
I am gonna see my boys.
Can you imagine Dave with face paint and like a leather jacket?
I don't do that. No. I'm probably gonna dress like this. Just be a dude.
Shows up a dude in a Juve sweater and jeans. Hey, aren't you the guy from the dive?
Yeah, sure.
And one of his caps. Oh my god, yeah, you have to wear something, I don't know, very quickly, like print a shirt or something. Here, subscribe to the dive.
Nobody's gonna be looking at me. Do you understand this? I'm talking about spectacles. Metallica puts on a fucking spectacle. There's gonna be fucking flames everywhere and shit flying, and oh man, that's just a great musician, a great, I guess, performance, a concert, whatever you want to call it. Like, there's good at you can be good at music, and that makes you a good musician. But like to put on the full performance with the pyrotechnics and like all the engineering going on, like Metallica, obviously they're huge and they have just millions and millions of dollars, but they actually invest that money back into their concerts, and the sound is fucking amazing. Everything's fucking amazing about this thing, and they're just. I mean, obviously you have to like them, but if you're in that realm of rock, metal, whatever, Metallica is a must-see.
Can I give you the maybe controversial opinion of mine?
Sure.
It's not like regarding Metallica, but overall on music. Like like to listen to music, just earphones, going to the gym and all of that stuff. But I'm not a big music person. I never warmed up to concerts. Like I went to a couple when we had something, I don't know, Jay-Z or Beyonce,
Yeah, you
or
went to that
if
Eurotrash
somebody
shit, I
like that
bet.
was in Berlin, I still went and listened to it because that was like my time of music where their music came out. But I'm not a big concert person, man. I don't know. I never really warmed up to it.
It depends for me. So like you said, Jay-Z and I don't know, whatever fuck. Like I only go to rock concerts.
Oh,
I've actually seen Taylor Swift, but she was, I think, like 17 and opening for Rascal Flatts, who I didn't even like. It was one of those things I go with a girlfriend. She was into it.
Is
But like,
life not a highway for you, buddy? No, don't want to ride it all night long.
That's Tom Petty.
Rascal Flatts.
No,
That is Rascal Flatts.
oh, that's a cover then.
Dave.
Maybe they sing that, but yeah, it's Tom Petty. Anyways, why do you think Metallica sucks, KB? I mean, a lot of their music does suck, like their newer shit in particular, and like
Boo
Reload.
this man.
No repeat either, Dave. Two different sets. I know. I don't even know one of the bands. I guess they're a newer metal band, but there's gonna be Suicidal Tendencies, Limp Bizkit, and Pantera.
Limp Bizkit. I love that name.
I was a huge Bizkit fan back when I was a teen.
Yeah, the only biscuits we knew back then were soggy ones. What? Huh?
Yeah, I was still discovering myself back then.
Looking down, why is it rising?
Oh man, yeah, no, Metallica's just being my thing.
And you know what I think? I want to pose a question to Jeff. He seems somewhat of a Coachella person to me.
He would be.
Because of the asses and tits that get shaken there. Is that something for you, Jeff?
And yeah, KB, like their newer shit is kind of, yeah, they're like 60 now, man. Listen to the stuff from when they're 18. That's what their whole tour is about. It's called the M72 tour. And the 72 references the 72 months of your formative years of becoming an adult, basically up until 18 years. So they kind of realized that there was this whole like early version of Metallica and this newer version of Metallica. Reminds me of Coldplay is the cuntiest fucking music ever. Don't ever compare Metallica to Coldplay. That's the cuntiest thing you could ever do. Compare somebody to Coldplay. That's not even close. Eddie likes their new album, 72 Seasons, which okay. No, you better be like if you're comparing them to Coldplay. Like, fuck. I understand. Like I can understand why there's a lot of crap that Metallica plays that people don't like, but fuck. Coldplay. Oh man. The younger version of Jeff would have went to Coachella. Really? A younger version? You go pretty hard, Jeff.
Oh, he calmed down, I believe, after his last boat trip, I believe. I think
The last boat trip was it.
he somehow calmed his career down after that.
Fuck. All right. Well, I guess we waffled here pretty good. The next few days, it's going to be up to German Dave and Dash because, like I just said, I'm I'm gonna be rocking it.
I am gone from Friday to Sunday as well, so you won't have me there as well. But if Dash wants to do something spontaneously tomorrow,
No.
Himself, just him and his foot.
Yeah, just me and my foot. Hi
Yeah,
guys,
man.
how much longer until you can walk? We're getting there. I can move my foot
Yeah.
now.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
otherwise,
just whipping that around.
I'm gone as well for this evening, man. I will be away for the next couple of weeks, like overall. I am away this weekend, family road trip. And then I'm still there for the week after that, but then I have a 2-week vacation to Turkey, and that's start of May.
Ooh,
So
buddy. Ooh, buddy. That's
finally
nice.
getting
Yeah,
my
buddy.
vacation, man.
Part-time
Goddamn
degenerate
right.
like Brock Lesnar.
No, Turkey should be good. But it sounds like it's gonna be a quiet weekend next few days. So I mean, life's getting in the way this time around, guys. We're sorry. It has been just a slow couple of weeks. It is what it is. But
Playing like trash doesn't help it.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. But this was good. We had just a good old fashioned live show where we talked Juve for a bit and then talked about God knows what for a bit. So I'm happy. You guys happy?
Yeah, I'm having more fun covering stuff that's not Juve.
All right, then we'll then like and subscribe, and I think Dash, it's time to roll on out of here. And yes, I 100% saw James Hetfield at the Leafs game, scoping out his stage in a couple days.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Really
this.
excited with that one. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and stay away from OnlyFans chicks, unless if you're Eddie. On that note, sorry, Uncle Shay Shay, but you're taking an L on this one, bud.
Boy.
All right, folks. Man, I'm gonna pull a Shannon Sharp.
Oh my god!
Jesus
Quickly,
Christ.
close the stream. Close the stream. Goodbye.
Oh shit, music's played.
All right, like and subscribe. Juve suck. Tudor sucks. But at the end of the day,
God,
like
got us cancelled in the last seconds, man.
Juve in 5.